All right. Phil Mickelson yesterday winning the PGA Championship at the age of 50, the oldest golfer to win a major. I still don't really regard the PGA Championship as a major.
Oh,
feel
what?
They needed a fourth one. I feel like they needed I'm sorry. It's the Ringo Starr of golf majors, in my view.
Well, Ringo was
needed a
damn
fourth
good.
one.
He's one of the greatest drummers ever. So you need to readjust your damn thinking,
All right.
okay?
But they got the Masters.
Yes.
They got the U.S. Open. They got the Open in Britain, which we call the British Open, and then they needed a fourth one. So yeah, okay, PGA Championship. There you go. There's your fourth one. There's your fourth major. Anyway,
yeah,
I'm kidding.
I know we got you. Did you watch it all though yesterday? Did you check it out at all? No, not really. I could already tell by your face look there. No.
Although everyone that I follow on Twitter was watching it and actively tweeting about it, so I didn't need to watch it. I knew exactly what was going on. Phil Mickelson won. I watched none of it. Sorry for that. But thank you for that, Phil, because today's draft, the most impressive old man feats in NFL history. Chris, trivia question, who is the oldest player to score a touchdown in NFL history? Oldest player.
Oldest player to score a touchdown. Hold on, I'm just trying to think. I mean, it's got to be Bland or Brady. I'm gonna go with Brady. Yeah, there you go. It was okay.
You got extra time to think that one through, and I'm really surprised you needed as much time.
Well, I just wanted to make sure
became a kicker.
I know. I wasn't sure. Maybe they had, I don't know. I just wanted to think it out for a second.
All right, go ahead. You got the first pick.
Okay.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Well, it's almost like, I mean, really? Do we want to do this? I mean, Brady. That's my first old man feat. Brady the last 5 years. I mean, that's really – it's amazing. Okay, we'll just go Brady from last year. I don't give a damn. I know I'm looked at – I mean, Brady that's special what he did last year. I don't know what else to say. The damn guy's throwing laser beams around the field still. He's 47 years old. He's 43, I know. But still, it's everything he's done the last few years. He's the first to break down all these barriers as far as this deep into the 40s, this consistently good, doesn't really get banged up or hurt. I mean, it's just it's pretty damn amazing. So I don't want to pick this because it's the obvious thing here, but I mean, Brady, just everything he's done here just in the recent past is absolutely phenomenal and mind-blowing.
As Matt Casey points out, and I say that so I don't get the blame for it, he does forget the down from time to time, as we saw last year.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Casey's a Jets fan. He's looking for any way to pick on Brady.
But you initially said the last 5 years for Brady.
Yeah.
And my thought is I should just pick the next 5 years for Brady.
Seriously, right. This year.
Right?
This year will be the great feat. I know.
Because it's not going anywhere.
No.
And I think he is going to play more than 2 more seasons. 2 more years would put him at the expiration date that he has abided by for a long time. He used to say 10 more years, then it became 45. I don't know. I think he's going to play beyond that. Jason Light has left the door open for him to play until he's 50, and based on how he played last year, maybe he can. I'm going to start with Peyton Manning setting the single-season passing yardage record at an old 37.
Yeah.
Not a young Tom Brady 37. That was a rickety old 37 for Peyton Manning. I mean, just 2 seasons later, he barely held his body together for the finish line of the season. And I think that makes what he did in 2013, setting the single-season passing yardage record, even more impressive. How close he was to everything falling apart. To have that kind of production is amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Amazing, and you're right. He didn't do it with, just unbelievable physical ability. Of course, could still throw and timing and rhythm and all those type of things, but just, always got them in the perfect play. It was always like a scheme screw over. You're like, oh my gosh, he audible to this, and this guy's wide open, and it's the easiest touchdown you've ever seen. And, he could have thrown for 65 touchdowns that year. That's really what you got to remember. How many games did he come out with 5, 6, 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter because they blew people out because they scored points at such a fast pace? So I'm with you. That was a good one by you. I wasn't sure if you were going to go there. I think I got to go Jerry Rice next. Just to be to me, it's every bit as impressive or equivalent to Tom Brady because of the position you're playing. 1,200 yards at the age of 40 and go to a Super Bowl, and you're still the main target for the best offense in football, and Rich Gannon, who's the NFL MVP, and you score a touchdown in the Super Bowl and all that. Like, come on, that's insane. We don't got anybody that's threatening to be that good at the age of 37, 8, 9, or 40 in the NFL right now. So Jerry Rice is the Tom Brady of wide receivers. And in a lot of ways, it's maybe even more impressive. The fact that, at 40, he's still got to run 4.4 or 4.5 and be sharp cuts and take hits over the middle and all that. So that's amazing to me.
Yeah, we talk about concerns with Julio Jones at age 32. At age 33, Jerry Rice had 1,848 receiving yards. That's
insane.
Number 3 all time. It was a record at the time in 1995, and it stood until Calvin Johnson in 2012. I am going to go next with, and I've got a bunch here. I got to go with Daryl Green, playing 16 games, starting 4 of them at corner in 2002 at the age of 42. Of all the positions on the field, right, to make it into your 40s at corner and still be able to run with receivers and cover receivers at corner at age 42. The guy was drafted in 1983 at corner, and he was still playing 20 seasons later. That, to me, is amazing. Insane. I mean, you see here, we're picking, it's freaks of nature, that old man feats, just like Phil Mickelson yesterday. The guy he's 50 years old. He hit the longest drive of the whole tournament on hole 18. Like, those are freaks of nature. That's what you're seeing. Daryl Green is unbelievable. I grew up watching him. I used to be scared to death of him, and I would hope he'd trip and fall every time he was playing the Giants. So, because, he was such a specimen. My dad has stories about Daryl Green, Mike, where they used to run like, the old double move, slant and go, right? And he was so fast that he'd bite on the slant, but he could recover so quickly that he'd cover the go part. So they invented the triple move, where it would be slant, go, and then run the comeback or an out route off of it, because he was so good at recovering and things like that. They had to add another element to it. So that's a good pick by you, and I forgot about that. That's pretty amazing. All right. I'm not sure which one I want to go with here. I'm going to go – I do want to go with Florio getting out of bed every morning, but I won't do that quite yet. It's not an NFL history thing. So funny.
But I'll go with I think I'm going to go John Riggins. John Riggins, coming back out of football, right, plays 2 more years, led the NFL, I believe, in rushing 2 straight seasons, and, of course, had a Super Bowl MVP to go along with that, to beat the Miami Dolphins and that killer bee defense and everything like that. So, again, it's not going to be as impressive looking right now, but in the early 80s, when you were in your, 33 years old and you were a power running back, that was quite the damn feat. And Diesel, they cranked up that Diesel, and he was really good. Remember that from NFL films when they do that?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're getting short on time. Let me just run through a couple that I have on my list. Curtis Martin led the league in rushing at age 31, 1,697 yards, a career high at age 31. Chris Dolman, 15 sacks in 1998 at age 36.
Oh.
Ben Roethlisberger, 501 yards passing at age 38, a rickety 38 for him. That was impressive. But I got to go with the guy who turned 94 last week. We played the video, I think, on Friday in honor of his
Thursday,
birthday.
I think.
Friday
yeah.
or Thursday. It was
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah, you were here Thursday. Throwing off the jacket.
Look at that
and
tough
walking
SOB.
out onto the field.
Yeah.
In his late 80s, Bud Grant, one of the all-time great coaches, and still going strong. It was 6 below.
He doesn't even flinch. It doesn't. You couldn't tell by his reaction, and it could be 86. He doesn't look like he's uncomfortable at all. He's like, "Oh, screw you, cold weather. I'm gonna flip this coin and show you what it's all about." I mean, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Who else did you have on your list?
In his mind.
Oh, sorry.
And I've read them off.
Yeah.
And you weren't paying attention?
Yeah.
It was all mental. And that's when the Vikings played in the cold like that. No jackets, no heaters, no anything. It's all mental. And they had that edge, and it made a difference. And now they play indoors.
Yeah, I know. I know. I did listen to you. I don't know why I asked you, but Brett Favre, his run there at the end of his career, that was pretty damn good. Hey, Elway, come on, let's not. He was the oldest starting quarterback to ever win a playoff game. and he won his last 2 Super Bowls and walked off into the sunset as a Super Bowl MVP. Now that I'm saying that out loud, that is stupid. I didn't pick that one as part of the draft. Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Hey, old timer, we'll be back soon.
As the ragtime music plays us out. To play us out. What does it mean to play us out?
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.